Good morning, everybody. My name is Olga, and I'm happy to welcome you to the UK Academy on Air. Our topic for today is going to be search excellence. But before we deep dive in the agenda and I introduce myself, I would like to mention 5 tips that will help you to adjust to the current reality. So tip number 1, consider context. It's very important nowadays as it's changing every day. Tip number 2, constantly reassess. Constantly reassess what is important for your campaigns. Tip number 3, creative reassessment. Have a look at your creative and think how you can adjust them to the current situation. Tip number 4, always change your priorities. Sometimes it's important to take a step back and go and have a look what are you prioritizing right now. And maybe it makes sense to prioritize different campaigns or different strategy. And tip number 5, contribute to the opportunity. Whenever you feel there is a gap to improve something, go ahead and make this impact. And several words about myself. So I'm Olga, and I'm currently working in Google as a product specialist for search excellence. I have quite a long history with Google. I have started 5 years ago as account manager, switched several roles, and I'm very happy to work on this product, search excellence and optimization score. On a separate and a personal note, I'm currently living between my kitchen and my living room, and I'm trying to upgrade my cooking skills as much as possible, and I still didn't give up. In terms of agenda for today, we're going to go through several stages. The first one, I'm going to explain what is search now and why it is important to think about search now. Then we're going to do a deep dive into search excellence and see how we can actually optimize our campaigns and what can be useful nowadays for this performance optimization. And in the end, we're going to ramp up and I'm going to close with the main things to focus on. So bear with me and let's deep dive. So as I have already mentioned, our topic for today is going to be search excellence. So let me guide you through what it is and how it can be useful for you. Let's focus on the marketing objective first. It's important to decide what is your marketing objectives and what you are trying to achieve today before you actually deep dive in the topic and start optimizing your campaigns. It is important to understand that search opportunity is the basis of your success, and you have to learn as well how to prioritize this ever-growing search opportunity. So here is search excellence, and it will help you to meet your goals. Let me describe why search is important now and what is changing currently, how that can be useful for you. The way people are searching right now is currently changing, and advertisers need to evolve to address this change all the time. So what is changing in terms of trends? Search queries are getting more and more complex. If you have been working on your keywords, you might have probably noticed that people are searching more and more often upper funnel keywords. So what it means, for example, several years ago, people tend to search specific model of shoes when they're actually looking for the runners. But nowadays, what's happening? People used to type like different intent keywords, for example, best running shoes. What are the best shoes to run with? So the trend is vivid here. So 60% of the shopping queries in Google search are upper funnel searches, and it's important to bear this in mind. We have also seen plus 200% increase in growth of the search terms where to buy and near to me. And of course, it might be different currently with the changing situation. But anyway, people are looking for the opportunities near them and easy to access. We have also noticed a huge growth on online queries, starting with the words bus and right now. It's plus 125% growth on mobile searches in the past 2 years. We also see the trend of voice searches. So what's happening, 27% of the global online population is using voice search on mobile, which is quite fascinating. And the Google search algorithm is changing nowadays too. So it's evolving every day and making sure that the Google search results reflect your real need and your real intention. So if I look at an example of the screen, you can see the query, which is 2019 Brazil traveler to US need a visa. And surprisingly, but several years ago, the Google search result were not like exactly the things that you were looking for. And it was happening because actually the system wasn't able to relate this pronoun to and wasn't able to understand what the user meant. And currently, as soon as we are using semantic algorithm in our keywords, it becomes much easier to predict what actually the user is searching for. So currently, if you go in your Google search and you type this query, you'll get exactly the result that you need, because nowadays machine learning can actually understand you better. So search is evolving rapidly nowadays, and so should you as well with your campaigns. And I know that it might be quite challenging to predict what is going on and how you can actually adjust. And that's why Google is here to help you. So let me guide you through how Google can be useful to you. And here I want to take a step back and introduce you to the search excellence. So search excellence is a simple, personalized way to help you achieve your marketing goals. So it's basically the measure of your success, and it's been built on several pillars. So it's important to lay down this foundation of the search excellence and ensure that you are capturing all the growing opportunity in your search. So imagine your search excellence being this groundwork, this foundation for your success. And in order to be successful, it has to be really stable. So let's see on which pillars can we base this stability and this success. So first of all, the first pillar for search excellence is maximizing your presence. And maximizing your presence means showing the right message to the right user in the right time. Expanding your reach is the second pillar of the search excellence, and it means introducing the concepts to different audiences. Pillar number 3, measuring the right action. And here we talk about conversions and the way we measure them. And currently it can be a bit different from the conversions that you used to measure. So it's important to go ahead and reconsider them if it's needed. Pillar number 4, use automation to drive growth. Our smart strategies are really important to drive growth. So make sure you leverage our smart bidding solutions in your campaigns. And always remember about maximizing your investments to show up everything that you want to a client. And it might happen that nowadays you have to reconsider your investments and maybe relocate them through different campaigns. In order to drive business success, you have to decide first what is your marketing objective, and then use search excellence specifically for your marketing objective. So in order to explain marketing objective concept, I will use examples. There are several marketing objectives that you might face. First of all, generating leads, driving online sales, increasing awareness, and driving up install and re-engagement. Depending on your marketing objectives, we have to focus more on search excellence in order to build up the success for your campaign. And of course, it will never be one size fits all, because every business has a unique marketing objective. But what is helpful, we have optimization score here to help you. Optimization score serves like a window, a gatekeeper for search excellence. And the beauty of the optimization score is that it can actually provide you the customized recommendations based on your marketing objective and based on your account. And the way you see it real time as a score and the opportunities which can improve your potential. So go ahead, review the opportunities, have a look at which ones are more influential for you, and make sure you actually adopt the changes in your account via OptiScore. If I break down the solutions that you have in OptiScore for different pillars, so maximizing the search presence, the best solution here will be responsive search ads. For expanding your reach, it's going to be keywords, DSA, and audiences. For measuring the right action, it's everything that has to do with conversion tracking and DDA. And automation to drive growth, all smart bidding strategies are there. In order to optimize your investment, I encourage you to go ahead and have a look in the performance planner. It's a very useful tool that helps you to predict your budgets and build up the new budget to accommodate for the current situation. And a quick stop here to actually draw your attention on how optimization score was developing. And if you have been in advertising business for a while, you might have remembered that in 2019, 2012, the optimization ideas look like just best practices ideas in your interface. Wasn't super efficient, but sometimes was useful. In 2013, 2017, we have Opportunities tab. And this Opportunities tab, you can actually see the potential recommendations adjusted to your campaigns. They were not 100% customized, but still it was much better than before. And nowadays, we're facing amazing features that are being introduced in our optimization score. A lot of groundwork has been done in order to improve the optimization score. And currently, we have 60 plus recommendations. All of them are being ranked to the importance they have for your account. And more important, you have it in a nice interface, which is quite intuitive and can help you to adapt to the current changes. And let's bust a myth here. So I hear more and more often that sometimes optimizations advice is not actually relevant. So you might experience different keywords that are not super relevant, or you have some concerns about what is going on. The underlying idea here is OptiScore is analyzing so many signals that it's really important to rely on it and check the recommendations. And of course, sometimes it might happen that you are owning the business much better and you know what suits you better. So some of the keywords you are not accepting, but still go ahead and review them and question yourself whether you believe that it is not relevant keyword or whether this keyword can actually expand your campaign. And in terms of the work that has been done in our keywords, we have improved a lot the relevance and the quality of the keywords. So what it means for you, if you've tested out our keywords recommendation solution a while ago, and you haven't get back and checked it one more time, it might be a good idea to go ahead and to review them now. So what is optimization score actually? Optimization score is the power of success. It is based on statistical models and automations. It has predictions, feedback, and simulations playing for its success. So in order to understand how it works, just imagine the most sophisticated machine learning algorithm in place. And if you're reading articles about machine learning, artificial intelligence, and you're wondering how this sophisticated products looks like, OptiScore is actually one of the best products for this. And it shows you in real time how machine can read a lot of data and provide the valuable output for you. The major selling points of optimization score is, first of all, it's very personalized. So basically, optimization score provides recommendations based on your potential. And there is a very simple example. So let's imagine you're setting up a campaign from scratch. So you don't have conversion tracking in place. Once you install conversion tracking, you have the opportunity to increase your optimization score by at least some percent number. And when you increase this conversion factor, and when you increase your recommendation score, what happens? Your optimization score will go up. But at the same time, new opportunities will open up for you, such as smart bidding, creative, or anything else which is relevant. Your optimization score is going down, then you're also adjusting these opportunities which are related to units, and then it goes up again. So this ability to be instant in real time helps to focus a lot on your campaign's optimization. And the last tip is also actionable and scalable. You have several options in order to implement changes in OptiScore. And it can be just a matter of one click that you press in your interface, but at the same time, you can also do these changes in your campaigns, and it will have the same impact on your optimization score. If you're wondering what are the opportunities there, what are these recommendations in the optimization score that you can make, I'm splitting them into buckets. First of all, it's bidding and budgets, then ads and extensions, keywords and targeting, repairs, and automated campaigns. The combination of all of them provides you the final output that you see on your screen in optimization score. And the beauty of optimization score is that the 10 percentage point increase in optimization score shows 10% increase in your conversions, which is quite valuable to optimize for your business. And one example that I would like to provide, and you can read more about it on Google Sync with Google, is Islamic Relief Optimization Score example, where actually the non-profit organization use the Power Optimization Score to adjust and adopt their campaigns. So they might have managed to save a lot of time, plus they have achieved 28% increase in conversion. I'm closing the session here right now with the major actually results and the major tips, so please bear with me. So in order to make sure that you can optimize your success with search as much as possible, I would like you to concentrate your attention on 4 things. First of all, it's coverage. So making sure that you can actually adjust your campaigns for your coverage, and you can implement such solutions as DSA and keywords recommendations. DSA is the perfect tool to help you find extra opportunities in search. And sometimes it's very difficult to predict what is happening on the background and what the user is searching for. So here is exactly the time where you can go ahead, have a look in their campaigns, and use DSAs. Add keywords recommendations. Please review your keywords recommendations. I would say at least on a weekly basis. It's good to review them on a daily basis and check what is going on in your campaigns, and maybe you can just a setting there. Speaking about bids, so the bids are the second piece to focus on. Auto bidding is really important. And when you are using broad keywords or keywords with broad match modifier, it's important to use this with auto bidding because the system will help you to bid on a query basis, and you can get more relevant keywords for less amount of money. The third piece is budget optimization. Such opportunities as budget relocation and budget raising can help you to increase the performance of your campaigns by relocating budget in the right places. And then comes formats and RSAs. So make sure that you adjust your creative to the current reality. And it might happen that you need to adjust your extensions as well. A good example would be location extensions. So nowadays, not all location extensions are relevant. So please go ahead and review them to make sure that they adapt to the current reality. So use optimization score to do 3 things. First of all, identify the right opportunity. Secondly, prioritize it. And then implement recommendation, hopefully in 1 click. So the way it looks in your real life. So when you go to your optimization score tab, you can actually see the optimization score. Make sure that you are checking it for search because it has a different split for search and display. And then you will be able to see different opportunities ranked by the impact that is, and there are usually several scenarios being offered for different strategies. And then finally, when you review recommendation and you find it relevant and you want to dismiss it, please go ahead and press the button, either dismiss it, and then actually provide the feedback for us. So if you feel like this opportunity is not exactly relevant for you, and you're sure that it's like not the one, so definitely give us feedback. We value the feedback a lot, and it helps us to improve the recommendations. But if you find the optimization relevant, so it's easy to do it in 1 click and just press implementation. So here are examples of recommendations that you can do, and if you want to apply them all, then you can just go ahead and click the button, apply it all. To summarize the journey of the towards excellent success, I would like to go step by step here and summarize how the successful path looks like. So we're starting with measuring the right actions. Bear in mind, if currently you have to reconsider your conversions, please go ahead and change the conversion tracking in your account. Then the next step, using automation to drive growth. Smart bidding is very important. So make sure that you leverage our smart bidding strategies. Next step would be expand your reach and uncap your budgets. So if you feel like you're in the investing or pivoting stage and you want to grow your campaigns, make sure that it's not capped by budgets. And then maximizing your search presence. Make sure that you adjust the message of your campaigns to the current reality. So bear in mind this journey and try to focus on step-by-step to optimize your success towards search excellence. And by now you should have received a playbook in your inbox with the more detailed solutions about search excellence. Please go ahead, review it, and I hope you find it relevant. Thank you so much for joining today. It was my pleasure to be on this Academy on Air. And if you have any questions, please refer to the playbooks that we have sent to you. Have a good day and stay safe.